What's up guys, Chad here from shiftinglanes.com. Today we're talking about the Australian Grand Prix. Formula One's back. It's been a crazy off-season, shock retirements, new cars, new regulations, new drivers in new places. It's been crazy this off-season, and I, for one, was really stoked for the start of the 2017 Formula One season. And in some ways, the Australian Grand Prix delivered. In other ways, it kind of fell flat. We start with the good. The cars look better, they're much faster, they're brutal to drive. 8 Gs in the corners or approaching it. That's what Formula One's supposed to be. It's supposed to be the ultimate test of man and machine, and the new cars seem to deliver that in spades. The other good thing is that someone other than Mercedes actually won the race. That was Ferrari and Sebastian Vettel. Ferrari absolutely killed the strategy. They managed to leapfrog Hamilton in the pits, and Vettel only pulled away from there. Now there was more going on, I'll touch on that in a little bit, but it's great to see someone other than Mercedes win, and I think we have a title fight on our hands. I really think Ferrari and Mercedes are gonna battle all year to take home the Constructors' Championship and the World Drivers' Championship. Now, the bad news is that we seem to be seeing more of the same when it comes to passing and front tire degradation. And what I mean by that is when a faster car catches a slower car, the wash from the slower car is creating a lack of downforce on the following car, which means it has to rely on mechanical grip, specifically the tires, to keep up. Eventually that wears the tires out, and the car behind has to just accept the fact that they're gonna be there for the rest of the race. This year there's an added wrinkle, an added piece of, in my opinion, really worrying news. And that is that when Hamilton actually caught Verstappen, he was going. He was almost a second a lap faster than Vettel, and had it not been for being stuck behind Verstappen, he would have retained his lead. Unfortunately, he got stuck behind Verstappen and basically ruined his tires. As I understand it, being stuck behind him, the way the heat cycle, the way the wear was happening, the way this all kind of intertwined, it never got the Pirellis up to their peak operating temperature, and that's kind of a worrying sign. It's one thing to just kind of wear your tires out at being stuck behind someone. It's another thing completely to have them just shot, be ruined. Basically, that's it. You might finish in the spot you're in, but you're probably going to get passed by a lot of other people, even though you have a better car. What I think this stems from is the fact that Formula One and the FIA have asked Pirelli to basically make a tire that degrades quicker than it otherwise would. This is done because Formula One still wants pit stops, but a few years ago they outlawed in-race refueling. I really don't like this. Formula One's supposed to be the best of the best. The most complicated technical engines, the best brakes, the best suspension, tricky aero, the lot. It's all supposed to be the best in motorsports. And frankly, the tires aren't. I think Michelin and the WEC with the LMP cars makes a much better product. How do you fix it? Well, the only way to fix it in my eye is to bring back refueling. Now, I know it was ditched because it was an expensive piece of kit. These refuelers are not cheap. We can refuel for cheap, right? I mean, just look at what NASCAR does. They use these freaking cans and let gravity determine flow. Formula One could do that, but if that's a little too blue collar for them, I'm sure they could come up with a solution that would work. But what do you think? Do you think we're in for a long season like this? Do you think this was just something to Melbourne? Do you think I'm overreacting to something that was just a bad strategy call by Mercedes? And that's it. If you liked the video, please like and share. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Also, you can go to shiftinglanes.com for all your automotive news and opinions. Find us out at Shifting Lanes on social media. Once again, I've been Chad, and I'll catch you next time.